Morning, everybody. Just wait for you to come in. It's Thursday morning, I know. Right, let me just check, make sure I'm sitting in the right place. I do this every week, don't I? Morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, Sue. Hello, Karen. And watching. Oh, lots of you there already. I think it'll be quite... Hello, Crazy Lorraine. I think it'll be quite a busy one today, won't it? Hello, Christopher. Oh, it's got saying, well, there we go. Morning, Helen. Hello, June. Oh, Claire who makes things in. Marina. Good morning, Marina. Gerardine. Now, Gerardine, shouldn't you be at work? Morning, gorgeous. Oh, Carol. I've got you an appointment at Specsavers. Louisa's watching now. Hello, Lindsay. How are you, my lovely? Just checking them in the right place. Clive's watching. That's Mark's husband. Princess Whatsit. Hello, my love. I can't find it going live. I wonder where that is. Anyway. Hello, Barnsley, South Yorkshire. I used to go for frothy coffee in Barnsley when I was at Bretton Hall College. Hello, Deb. Tea break, is it? Yeah. Yeah, all right, Christopher. We're not starting yet. Christopher's always one to go, you know, jump in. Colleen in Shetland. How are you, my love? Hello, Jean. Morning. Oh, Jemima. You're a new one, Jemima. Hello. Alison, how are you? Oh, Alison still got a picture of me as her profile. Oh, she's on annual leave. Going to Margate and Window View. Now, oh no, because you don't live on your own, do you? Because I live on my own. Oh, Anne says I look better today. It's because I've had to shave and moisturise. And do you know what I've done? I've put the blind down. Oh, my friend Liz is watching. Very big in publishing. Lovely little friend called Kevin. Now, I need to call you later, Liz, actually, about something. Kath's watching now. Dee's there. Hello. Good morning, everybody. How are you all? Anne-Marie. Hello. Oh, hang on. I've got a message already from Sandra. Emil Hughes. South Shields. Well, but it's cold up there. It's freezing here today. I can't tell you. Hello, Kim. Morning, everyone, says Michelle. Oh, Sandra says morning. Right. So before we start, look what I've got from the doctor. Everybody says you've got to get Avamis. So, oh, Christopher's going to jump in the bath. That's nice, isn't it? He watches while he's in the bath. He's got, I know, posh. It's windy in Staffordshire. Everyone told me I should get this nasal spray. Obviously, I've not opened it yet. They just arrived. And then the doctor gave me these pills. Morning, Susan. Morning, Susie. And then they also gave me these eye drops as well. So, so hopefully, I've taken my first pill. But it says you can't. It says, not that I've got indigestion. Morning, Angela. Oh, she's saying hello to Christine, not me. Do not take indigestion remedies 2 hours before or after. It's interesting. Oh, Cheryl's still in bed. Blimey, Cheryl. That's nice. It's a joke. It's my gate, my window to see my mum. Oh, yeah, because now I'll say hello, Penny, my love. Penny's at... Oh, no, Penny, are you in a bubble? No, your sister's in a bubble, isn't she? Your sister's in a bubble. Lorraine Marshall saying hello to everyone. Because I think this is morning jam. Oh, the wind's quite bad, isn't it? I think because I live in a bubble... Oh, and I sound much better. My hay fever's not kicked in yet this morning, but it's freezing cold today. And I did have the air purifier on all night. Heather's in Ellesmere, and it's cold. I know it's cold here. Marie's in Islington. Good morning. Oh, I love Islington. Absolutely love Islington. I used to be there all the time because I used to live in Hackney, so I used to go up to Islington all the time. Durham, good morning. Huntington. Oh, now, Debbie, we used to live near Huntington in the RAF base. What was it called? RAF? Anyway, we were there. Drizzling in Silverstone. Still you bright the day. Oh, you're very kind, Claire. Thank you. Right. Oh, Joe Carter's watching as well. Joe, you haven't sent me a Perry yet. I need a Perry. Hello to Angela. Nettie, hello, my lovely. Oh, Lo's watching. I know. Right. Before I start, I've told you about my pills, got all my pills. You can go visiting to a linked bubble house. Now you're on your own. Now, can a bubble house come to me? Oh, I've got an echo, apparently. Has everyone got an echo? Roberta's watching. You feeling better, Roberta? Roberta's not been too well. Jardin, how are you? Shanaz, hello. Oh, now Clive saying hello to Lo. Right. So I've got my pills from the doctor. It's windy now. Obviously, it's horrible everywhere today, isn't it? Morning from Mask. Morning, Leslie. Now I've got a quick shout out to do. It's from a man called Oh, hang on. The nasal spray takes 3 days to kick in. I better open it then, hadn't I? I had a message from Dale, and he says, I've got to say hello to his wife, Jan, and, RAF Brampton, that was it. RAF Brampton. I've got to say hello to Jan, his wife, and her crafting friend, Alison, with 2 L's. Right? Jan and Alison in St Helens. Now, St Helens, you're near Gerardine then, aren't you? Gerardine's in St Helens as well. I know, Vanessa's watching. Hello. Claire Payne's just put no. Wonder what she's written. When you, oh no, it's all right about the sound, right? No echo, no echo. So it must have just been that one person, wasn't it? Oh look now, Geraldine saying hello to Joe. Who's Joe? And Lo. You have to say hello to Jan and Alison because they're in St Helens as well. Right, okay then. Right, let's start off. I've got 3 things that were... Sally McCluskey's watching. She'll be in bed. She won't be up yet. Yeah, I can only pick one bubble. So if my bubble is my brother's family, then that's my bubble, isn't it? That's my one bubble. And they can visit me and I can visit them, yeah? Is that the way it works? Right. 3 things that were wrong last night. 3 things that were wrong last night. Patrick's jacket, first of all. Wrong person got voted off. And wrong outfit of the week. Are we all in agreement with that before we start? Oh, somebody's going to the city for the first time. Look, Anne's going into the city for the first time. Are you going on the bus? Make sure you got your mask on. Pam Minnie Harney's watching. Oh, don't have an echo. The tablets are good. Oh, these tablets are good, are they? Well, they're big, aren't they? I've kind of nearly choked on one. Looks like I've had too much sun. It's because there's a... Look, I'll show you. There's a great big red blind at the window. That's why it looks like I've had too much sun. Christopher, you're so rude. I didn't think I don't think the bubble's in Wales. That's fine. They don't live in Wales. That's fine. They live on the Wirral. I'm good. Thank you, Lindsay, my love. Oh, Joe's been very busy with her new design. I'm laughing because I know what it is. So, yeah, everyone agrees with me, right? Wrong jacket, wrong person off, wrong outfit of the week. Don't we agree? Now, I'm not just being biased. I'm not being biased because Mark's a friend of mine. But what was there in his thing yesterday? Hello, Ali, my love. Oh, yeah, Pam Minnie Harney's distraught that Mark's gone. I don't understand why, out of all of them... No, both bubbles don't have to be in single households. It's definitely family. It's definitely a family. Agree, wrong garment. I hate to say it, but I don't think Mark... He didn't have a brilliant week, Princess, but he wasn't the worst. Hello, Tanis, my love. Don't get me started on Patrick's clothes. No, it was weird. Hello, Ivan. How's your mum? Patrick wouldn't have gone, but felt wrong. Oh, no. Mark wouldn't have gone, but felt... His fabric choice was wrong, the first one. I know that. I definitely know that. But that's one thing. That's one thing, isn't it? It's very weird. And also, if you think of... Do they not go on... You see, Debs doesn't think Mark should have gone either. I think the judging's been questionable, Sheila, all through the series. I agree with you. I think they've got favourites. I think Nicole is Patrick's mum. Driving in a mask. Well done. Judith. Oh, don't get me started on the rotary cutter. I'll get to that in a minute. Claire should have had item of the week. I agree with you. I know. You see, I don't know what they were going on about Mark's skirt because they wanted something that could be worn now, don't they? Half of those skirts you couldn't have worn now, could you? You couldn't have gone out in bloody Nicole... Sorry, didn't mean to swear. You couldn't have gone out in Nicole's skirt, could you? Definitely not. Definitely not. No. Nicola. Hello, Tanis. How are you, my love? Right. Okay. So we've all agreed that well, some of the fabric choices are a bit weird, aren't they? But I mean, Mark did pick. I mean, I know I'm his greatest supporter, but he did pick the wrong fabric. Claire's applied to be on the show. No, don't be worried. Don't be worried at all. The only thing is, they don't know when they're filming it what the editors are going to put in. Right, okay. Lo says I've frozen. Have I frozen with anybody else? Esme did cry when Mark went, you see. I like Mark's skirt as well. And it was perfectly wearable, wasn't it? You could get that. You could buy that on High Street and be perfectly happy with it. No, I think Nicole will win, and I think it's because she's Patrick's mum, but that's nothing. They're still using the rotary cutters wrong. Exactly. I don't know what on earth Patrick's wearing. I know. Hello, Mother. That's not my real mum, obviously. That's Mother Kate, who used to do all the timings at ITV. Matt should have put a fishing line in the flamenco hand. Yeah. Also, you scuba. What a strange choice. Nicole's didn't have the waistband on, exactly. Mark shouldn't have gone. Mark will be so happy to see these, you see, because he thinks he's let you all down. And of course he hasn't let you all down, has he? He hasn't let you down at all. I think he did a brilliant job. Patrick, no, Patrick can't get voted off. Alison, Patrick's the judge. She should have gone. Don't agree with last night's decision. No, exactly, see? No, I've not frozen it. Must be you, Lo. Must be you on your own. I thought Mark's skirt was lovely. It moved beautifully, didn't it? The fabric was gorgeous. No, Princess, they didn't ask for a flamenco skirt. They asked for a flamenco-inspired skirt, right? Don't go on about what you're going to do and then not do it. Who are you talking about now, Christopher? Mark's skirt was lovely. Hello, Dulcie. Dulcie's watching, everybody. Oh, no, Marie. I hope you haven't called a sickie just so you can watch me. The pattern matching on Nicole's tablecloth was very poor. Exactly. Why isn't there? Nobody seemed to say anything. Nicole's skirt was more calm. I love Nicole's skirt, but for not everybody. I love Mark's fabric for the skirt and the design. His jacket was relaxed and looked very comfy. See, morning, Mother, morning, Rexina. He hasn't let anyone down. He'll read this later, and Clive's watching, so Clive will tell him. Clive will tell him that you've all. Mark, you're a lovely guy, and it comes across. There you go. Look, see, he usually joins in when he goes on his tea break. He normally joins in, so he should be here soon. Mark definitely shouldn't have gone. Don't agree with the judging. You see? He shouldn't have gone, and he hasn't let anyone down. Oh, that's so... You see, I told him not to worry. I told him not to worry. His skirt was fabulous. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, there you go. Lowe's back, everybody. He was robbed. Funny, I texted him, Nikki, and saying you've been robbed. He shouldn't have gone. He shouldn't have gone. Oh, yeah, maybe Patrick should go, Alison. Yeah, exactly. Right. Okay, then. Oh, hello, Dulcie. Lorraine says, you called her Dolce, like the Italian. Oh, bless him. Mark didn't let anyone down. I love what he wears. He's very stylish. He's like that all the time. He dresses like that all the time. It's not just an affectation for the telly. Mark, get on John's show. That's the idea, Geraldine. Don't you worry. But he's not allowed to do anything yet. How big was Esme's necklace? Ridiculously stupid big. Yes, I know you meant, I got the wrong name, Alison. Mark's skirt, you see, I do agree he shouldn't have gone. Matt should have gone. Yeah. Mark's skirt was the only one that fitted. Exactly. I loved his own coat. Now, that was the question I didn't understand, right? Love Mark. I'll start talking about the show now. Mark's skirt was the most wearable. Exactly. Nicole is their favourite. It's so obvious. It's so obvious. I'll make sure that Clive makes Mark make sure that Mark reads these later. Mark was fantastic. Loved his skirt. Exactly. The skirt was where exactly. Anyway. I was going to say something else then. It'll come back to me in a minute. So let's talk about the actual show first of all, right? Right. So we'll start with Nicole. She used that beaded fabric, which I thought was quite nice. Now, look, how lovely is this? Everybody saying, supporting Mark. I think that's fantastic. Exactly. He should be very proud. Well, he said that at the end, didn't he? He said, and he hopes he's made his mum proud. Of course his mum's proud. Up there in heaven. She looks down on him every day. Anyway. Right, so let it go. Oh, that's what I was going to say, right? So the first person that walked around the corner at the beginning, my husband's in the supermarket, I'm in the car, so I might have to go soon. Oh, that's all right, Kate, you can catch up later. Mark's skirt was most right. See, everyone liked Mark's skirt the best, didn't they? Patrick should go to his shop. Not John. Considering the tapes didn't match, they were looking for a professional finish. Nicole, get garment. I know. And also, that last one, they buy the fabric for that last one. So how come she didn't buy enough? Anyway. Mark should not have gone. Matt should have gone. See? They gave no credit to Nicole for using a pretty selvage. No. Right, well, anyway. Right, I'm going to move on, right? So, oh, yes, this is what I was going to say at the beginning, right? So the first person to come around the corner is Matt in his shorts. I know. So, first of all, Matt comes around the corner in his shorts, and then Liz comes around the corner in a sleeveless top. And then Mark comes around the corner in a great big winter coat. Didn't he, Kate? And I was like, what's the matter? What's the matter about you? A little bit chilly. Everyone else got their summer outfits on. Anyway, so the blouse. I think the blouses are gorgeous. Can't join in today as I was Sainsbury's delivery. Oh, that's all right. You go, Jan. Catch up later. And also, she did use bought binding rather than making her own. Exactly. Helen, hopefully, fingers crossed he will be. Fingers crossed he will be. Well, yes. Did you hear that? Where did that come from? Tell Mark to retail that skirt. Listen, I had a long talk with him yesterday about what he's got to retail in the future, but he can't do anything. He's not allowed to do anything till after the show's finished, so we can't talk about that. Anyway, so the blouse, gorgeous, right? Now, I did like Nicole's fabric that she chose, but everybody knows that you have to cut. I know, I'll come back to the rotary cutter in a minute. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, it was a beautiful coat. Was a beautiful coat. Right. So look, Clive says he'll watch it back later. He's obviously not getting a tea break this morning. He is very stylish. Mind you, his jeans were very tight yesterday, weren't they? They kept doing shots of his bottom, didn't they? Anyway, that's another story. So Nicole's blouse. Oh, hello, Claire, my love. Hello, Wendy. She got that beautiful beaded fabric. I think I think he made the coat, didn't he? I'm not sure. Clive will tell us in a minute. Matt and Claire's fabric. Right, so Nicole chose that white beaded fabric, right? Good morning. Oh, there's so many. I'll have to go through all these. My husband's got no interest in saying Mark was robbed and the judges are blind. There you go, Kim. See? That's all right. Don't worry, Hannah. We haven't really talked about much. Claire, I wondered, when they started the blouse, I thought, I wonder if anyone will do French seams, because you have to do French seams on something like that. I know, Anne. I know. Mark was rocking the Svengali look. It's because he had that twilly on, isn't it? He should become famous for his twillies, shouldn't he? Marianne, good morning, Marianne, my lovely. That's my fiance, Marianne. It's an engagement of convenience. She's just after me for my money. I wish. Right. So, Nicole, she's so their favourite, isn't she? Morning, Ellen. Oh, look, Deb went to make a cup of tea. Mark's such a lovely person. Clive's going to make sure he watches this. I'd buy Mark's skirt pattern. That's HRH Rosemary there. I agree with the French seams, but anyway. Claire is continually overlooked. Isn't it weird? Oh, there, Mark said he'd made his coat. There you go. Mark said he'd made his coat. So that's the wind blowing the blind against the thing. All right, Jessica, French seams are ones where you sew... Normally you sew the right sides together, don't you? What you do is you sew the wrong sides together, then turn it round that way, and then you stitch down so all the raw edges are all enclosed. There you go. He did make his own coat. Mark's skirt was the best, says Kate's husband. I like the beaded blouse as well. Don't get me wrong. I like Nicole's beaded blouse, but I was too busy going like this because she was using the rotary cutter wrong, wasn't she? So right. Okay. So Nicole used the rotary cutter wrong, right? She used the rotary cutter wrong. She didn't finish it. She used bought bias binding for the neck. She didn't do any buttons and she didn't do any buttonholes. Right. The whole point is to get the thing finished, isn't it? And she'll have known that you had to chop off the sequins and the... Did Joe and Patrick look orange? A bit orange? Oh, I don't know. Maybe a different makeup artist just today. Claire has really blossomed. Yes, exactly. But maybe... Hey, that should read... Oh, yeah, don't worry, Penny. Esme is disproportionately impressed by a French... Yes, exactly. Anyway, so that was Nicole's blouse. Then Mark's blouse. Lovely blouse, but wrong fabric. Wrong fabric. That's all. He just picked a silky crepe, didn't he? Rather than one that would stand up. But then you see, if you don't know... Anyway. Oh, yes, exactly. There are easier button-making gadgets. Yeah, exactly. I'd have gone to Alistair's. I'd have rang Alistair up and said, just deliver me some round. Look, you see, so much love for Mark, isn't there? That's lovely. But he did choose the wrong fabric. But I also don't think he should have come last. Because he improvised and used buttons. Yes, he hadn't done cover buttons, but he actually got buttons on. Do you know what I mean? There is something wrong with every single one of Nicole's items. You're right. Hello, trees, my love. Oh, how's the dog? Squirrels! Right. So then we move on to Matt. Now, he chose a lovely brocade. I don't think they'll let Claire win, you see. I don't know if they'll let Claire win. I don't know. I didn't even know Mark was going last night. It was a shock, much of a shock to me as it was to you. You see, Matt's work, I like Matt, but his work's always a little bit lumpy, isn't it? At least Mark can sew, whereas Matt's are always a little bit clumpy, aren't they? And at this stage, they should be couture, really, shouldn't they? Wouldn't wear Matt's skirt. No, exactly. Then we went on to Liz. Now, Liz chose some really lovely fabric, didn't she? And she'd used the scalloped edge, which nobody seemed to talk about, really, did they? Even I can make covered buttons. I know Lynn Tuitt, but it was in the time, wasn't it? The time allowed. Oh, off for a socially distant coffee morning. That's nice too. Put your coat on. It's freezing today. So Liz was nice, and I like the black binding on it. And Esme was going, oh, it's putting a little bit here. It's put. Oh, hang on. Clive's talking to Anne there, so I'll ignore that one. I did think Claire's scenes were beautiful. French scenes were beautiful. They were. I'm just getting to that now. So I liked Liz's. You see, Matt shouldn't have come second, should he, in that one? Claire came first. Liz came second. Should have come second. Matt should have come beyond the others, I think. But anyway. So that's Claire. And then, no, that was Liz. And then Claire, beautiful. Now, Claire's blouse with the French seams I think they want somebody with a big standout personality. Well, none of them have got a standout personality, really, have they? Or if they've edited it that way that it doesn't look like that. I like Matt as well, but his work isn't consistent, is it? It isn't. I've gotten with Slimming World this week. I haven't lost anything. All I've done is eat everything out of the Slimming World book, but I haven't lost any weight. But anyway, doesn't matter. Maybe I'll catch up next week. I know. We'll come to the rotary cutter in a minute for cutting buttons. I know. Yes, exactly. Yeah, the scalloped edge, Christopher, was on the bottom of the fabric. So they just cut the fabric out sideways so that the scallop was on the bottom. They didn't make the scallop. I think the scallop was along the edge of the fabric because a lot of those laces and shawls have that scalloping along the fabric. Right, so I agree. I think the marking was so off this week. And I think that Claire's blouse should have won Outfit of the Week. Oh, that's an interesting question there from Sarah. Do you think it is down in the end to the production team? The directory finally goes, no, I think they'll let the judges do it themselves. Mark's gone. Mark, hang on, no, you mean Matt, I think, Catherine. You mean Matt. Yeah. Liz is great. Mark and Claire should have been in the final. Yeah, I agree. I so agree. Claire's blouse should have been Garment of the Week. Exactly. Matt should have gone weeks ago, even though I like him. Claire's blouse was lovely. I know. I know it's weird that they dismiss Claire's work, isn't it? You didn't like her transformation? Oh, I loved her transformation, Vanessa. I thought her transformation was brilliant. Right. So then we did the transformation, which was the tablecloth. Matt's transformation was a little bit basic compared to the other. Well, it was really, wasn't it? So Nicole did wide trousers. Which she made a mistake, didn't she? Because she made them into a skirt first. The pattern didn't match anywhere. It was the selvage. Yes, it was the selvage, Elizabeth. You're right. You're not meant to eat everything in the book. No. I didn't mean everything in the book. I meant all the food I've made is out of the Vegetarian Slimming World book. Claire's blouse should have been Garment of the Week. It so should have been. Anyway, Nicole's trousers, which came last with those trousers anyway. That was right, wasn't it? Then Mark... Purple and lavender. You see, I think Patrick might have marked it down because he doesn't like purple and lavender. I know, Mark should have been in the final. And I think we need a third judge, someone to shake Esme and Patrick up. They do need me, June. They do. Indeed. So, he shouldn't have come, well, I don't think he should have come fourth, but anyway. Raining and overcast in Leeds. Claire's too clever by half, and that's really showing she's fabulous. Well, the thing is about Claire, what they also might be thinking is Claire won't make the sewing into her career because she's some clever doctor, consultant, cancer consultant, isn't she? So maybe they want somebody to win who can then be a face of sewing. Do you know what I mean? Nicole's transformation was boring. Totally boring. Right. Then Matt, he just draped it round the bust and put some D-rings in. It was like a stripper outfit, wasn't it? It was like a stripper's outfit. I mean, yes, okay, he didn't challenge himself. And the pattern matching there was no pattern matching on the trousers, I know. Well, they showed it, didn't they? Well, Debs thinks that Claire's going to win. Right, and then, I see now Liz. I don't think Liz's transformation, I loved Liz's transformation. I thought that was gorgeous. I thought it was clever. She draped it on the stand. She put the darts in. Helen's on her coffee break. Shame for Mark. How did that dress? I know. Yeah, Mark knew he didn't like purple, but there wasn't really much left, was there, to choose from? Oh, you didn't like Liz's transformation either, Linda. No, you see, I love Liz's kimono. Yes, I said this to Mark yesterday. It seems the one that leave early do well. It's like the X Factor, isn't it? The people who win hardly ever do anything, do they? The ones that come second, third, and fourth. You can do it next year if you're on the team. Yeah, I have to be asked first, whoever that one was. Christine. Drag queen stripper. You're right, Bernie. I wish Liz had done 2 long sleeves. Oh, no, you see, I liked it. Then Claire's. I thought the little girl's dress was gorgeous, right? I thought it was fantastic. Yes, she'd missed a bit of stitching with the binding, but all of them were making mistakes like that. And someone just mentioned they didn't like the little apron, right? I loved the little apron that she did. And the fact she had time to do it. But I did like Lizzie's transformation. You see, I like both Lizzie's and Claire's, so I don't mind that they came first and second. Just to do that, to think it, and also all the panels she did in that little girl's dress. Lizzie's transformation was brilliant, but she just took it and she draped it, which is an art in itself, which is a skill in itself. But, you know, oh, you see, Di didn't like Lizzie's kimono either. Oh, Lintuit, she likes Eurovision. You mean that costume was like a Eurovision costume? Oh, now we've got a kind of real... some people, you either loved it or hate it. So I loved Lizzie's transformation. Yeah, Lizzie should have come first. Oh, you see, I like the little dress. I think maybe she did the apron to cover it up a little bit. If both arms had been the same, you'd like to think, oh no, Vanessa, that's weird. Matt didn't finish the neck of his transformation. No, exactly. Liz is coming to her own now. She's a dark horse. It'll be between Claire and Liz to win. I hope so. Jo Carter, she loves Liz's transformation as well, you see. And she made her own binding. I know. Hello, Mary Tanner. How are you, my lovely? There should be 3 judges. You see, it's like that a bit on Britain's Got Talent, isn't it? With 4 judges. Anyway, so they were the transformation ones, and I think they did a brilliant job on the transformation ones, don't you? Nicole doesn't stop talking. Yeah, but you see, that's the editing. The apron was the wrong colour. Maybe, but I think she was trying to make it look like one of those folksy little costumes, wasn't it? I do need to be the host of Sewing B2. Lorraine, you're right. I didn't like the little apron either. Oh, isn't it funny? We all like... I loved the dress, wasn't keen on the kimono. Loved Liz's transformation. I'd love her to win. I don't think she will, but I think she should be up there. Liz and Claire, they both have flair. Exactly, they both need to be in the final. See, Carol loved the kimono as well. Well, yes, the binding on the neck of Claire's transformation made me itch. Yes, it made me look a bit kind of like... Because she tried to do a rouleau loop, didn't she, with the binding as well. Well, Julie's tuned in. Julie's there. That's my sister, Julie. I know. It's weird, isn't it? Because, well, not enough technique with Max. No, there wasn't. He just fell back to into his comfort zone. Oh, Jean says Liz will be in the final. She knows these things. Maybe the apron should have been a little bit of the tablecloth. Oh, yeah, maybe. But she literally had seconds. Buenos dias. You are a bit late today, Sophia, my love. I would like to see the kimono dress on a person, show how the sleeve works. I bet it would look lovely. I'm just not so creative. Oh, come off it, Debs. I had to cut a hole in the middle of the circle. No, you wouldn't have got through. Yeah, Esme and Patrick don't often agree, exactly. Also, it's like, do they get on? I would be brilliant. You're right, Vanessa. I just need them to ask me. Mark, the X Factor winners don't always have the best career. He's not watching at the moment, but he'll read this later, Katie. I like the apron as well, Derek as well. Claire and Liz are my favourites now. Yeah, I thought the final was going to be Claire, Liz and Mark. That's what I thought, but obviously not. So next week's the semi-final, isn't it? But if it's their idea, Claire won't make a career of it. Why put her in the competition? No. Well, she won't make a career of it. She's a consultant surgeon or something. She's a consultant cancer specialist, isn't she? So it's not going to become her career, is it? You don't go in it. You don't go in it to get a career in it, do you? You go in it to try and win. That's all. Anyway, so let's move on to the made to measure. You're right, John. They like Nicole. They do like Nicole. Catherine liked the kimono. Claire's little girl's dress made me think of Sound of Music. Yeah, exactly. The curtain dresses. Exactly. Lintwit says, people in my house keep talking to me. Shh. I'm creative. Yes, I'm creative, Christopher. But not, so's Debs. We need you in the after show with lots of us in the audience. June, wouldn't that be brilliant? We'd end up just gossiping for an hour. Matt should go. He's good design sometimes, but he isn't the greatest sewer. And he's a sewing beat, you're right. Nicole always seems to choose the wrong fabric. I know. I think she's trying to make a statement, isn't she? Final has to be between Claire and Liz now. Oh. I loved the little apron. It was a little bit Swiss looking, wasn't it? Or Alpine looking, like Sound of Music. You would be great in it, John. June, go Sky High. Oh, thank you, Lorraine. Right, so let's get on to the made to measure. Now, the made to measure, right? The made to measure, they choose their pattern and they choose the fabric. They get the production team to buy the fabric, right? So Nicole should have known how much binding she needed, right? Who goes on to a sewing contest, never hang down an invisible zip. Yeah, I said that on the first week. Oh, now that's funny. Pauline doesn't always like Claire's fabric. Claire was a little bit Alice in Wonderland, yeah. Oh, you see, I don't understand why they like Nicole. She's made mistakes from the start. She has, hasn't she? It's nothing to do about liking, is it? It's about liking her work. Bit like Big Brother, we could have sewing bees on the side. Exactly, that's what we'd like. We'd love to do that. Claire didn't choose the right fabric for the skirt. Claire, Matt and Liz for the final. You don't want Nicole, do you there? Nicole will be in the final. I'll bet you any money she is. I entered Mark and started the application. He finished it. It's amazing to see him growing confidence. Oh, yes, exactly, growing confidence. He's always been a good sewer, though, hasn't he? Claire's let herself down on the made to measure. I can't remember what Claire's made to measure one was. Oh, yes, I do. So now, audience participation. Just think of the gasp at the rotary cutter. Exactly. We love, yes, I'll get on to Mark's made to measure now. I love the fact it's for people who love to sew. Exactly. Next week will be interesting. It will be Matt going. Also, some people think Matt's going next week. Some people think Nicole's going next week. Now, they definitely said in the brief that it was a flamenco-inspired dress, a skirt. They didn't ask for a flamenco dress, like a costume, did they? They asked for a flamenco-inspired dress. Exactly. Right. Like the cooking bit on the side. Oh, yes, I see what you mean. When you change hobby into career, you often lose your hobby. Exactly. But then if you get a job you love doing, you'll never do another day's work in your life, will you? Nicole seems all had something wrong with them. Yes, exactly. The rotary cutter, backward cutting, Nicole, and later on, oh no, it was on the buttons, wasn't it? The cover buttons. Liz was cutting out circles with it. Oh no. Anyway, so Nicole's made to measure. Now her fabric was from a Darku, wasn't it? You know, that waxed cotton, African cotton, which I love, absolutely love. Yes, Carol, maybe you should have backed it. We'll talk about that in a second. It is a challenge for people with passion. Exactly. Nicole should definitely go. She makes too many mistakes. They did say they were looking for a tight fit over the waist and the hips. Did they say that in the brief, though, or when they were just chatting? You see, the brief said an inspired one. So I'll have to recheck it. I'll have to relook at it. Anyway, so I did love Nicole's fabric. I love Adaku's fabric. And if you want to buy something, it's very, very reasonable. She's called Adaku Parker. And what's her name called? Dove. Something Dove fabrics. Dovetail. Is it Dovetail fabrics? Anyway, I loved her fabrics, Tracy. Thought her fabrics were... Adaku's fabrics are beautiful. They are fantastic. And they're not expensive at all. So, first of all, inspired means turn into something wearable. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh, yeah, exactly. Anyway. Who was rotary cutting towards the fingers? They all were. And they don't get me started on rotary cutters. I think next year they should have an accessories week. Well, I won't say too much, but I think there should be a show where they do 1 week quilting, 1 week bag making, 1 week toy making. They are dovetailed. The fabric company, Adaku's fabric company, is called Dovetailed. Not Dive-tailed, Diane. Not Dive, Dove. Right, so I liked the fabric. I liked her skirt, right? As a costume. Can you get some of the wax show on your... I'm going to try, Gerardine. I'm going to try and get it on my show. But if you don't, before I get it on my sheet, you can always get it a dovetailed. Claire, only yet. Well, it's because Claire didn't get anywhere near finishing her skirt. That's why her skirt was a disappointment. I'll tell you about that in a minute, though. So I liked her fabric. How did she run out of? Binding? That's what I don't know. Not binding, but the gold edging. Was that a last minute decision? Did she just see it on the, there you go, Dovetailed London Limited, it's called. Did she just see it on the shelf and think, oh, I'll use that? Or did she bring it in? But she didn't have enough. My 2.5-month-old baby is fascinated by you, John, and is now upset because I've moved the phone. I'll tell you why that is another day. If Liz had more fitted wear, yeah, Liz, right, she did choose odd fabric. Petra, totally agree with that show, John, and you should present it. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it'd be nice, wouldn't it? You've done it again, Diane. Divvy-tailed. Right, so then we moved on to Marks, right? Now, as we've all said, oh, hello, Neil. Your shop will be opening soon, won't it? He works in designer, high-end designer wear. Mark, I know him from Matches in Richmond. We used to live in Twickenham. We used to go to a shop called Matches to buy all my clothes when I had lots of money. And they have things like Prada flip-flops, and I'd buy them in every colour. I know. But you did get a glass of wine or whatever, and you could smoke. I used to smoke in those days. You could smoke and drink wine while you're choosing your things. Oh, no, 16-month-old granddaughter loves me as well. It's weird, isn't it? I'll tell you why later. I've got waxed cotton fabric brought back from Africa. Oh, I get you. That's Lorraine. They haven't had an incident with a rotary cutter, but they may have done. And not shown it. She said she mismeasured how much she would need. Oh, did she? I didn't hear her say that. All right, I'll let her off then. Bits of competition. You want to, Right, Maggie Ralph's African Fabric Shop in Holmfirth. Now, Holmfirth's where the cafe in Holmfirth is the one they use in Last of the Summer Wine, isn't it? Oh, they sell it at Abercarn as well. Born and brought up in Richmond. As in Lintuit, Richmond, not Yorkshire. Richmond as in Surrey. Anyway, I loved Mark's skirt. And it's just a shame they didn't. Now, the waterfall, that was the shame about the waterfall. Because if you do a waterfall at the front, then you are going to see the back of the fabric. So maybe he should have done a wide facing on it. Because he had time, didn't he? Maybe he should have just done a wide facing on it. And then or maybe use a different colour. Anyway, doesn't matter. Matt, why did he use scuba? Oh, in Surrey, Lynn, I went to school there, did you? Blimey. And that meant, Lynn, you should be posh then, shouldn't you, if you went to school there? Trace cut her finger, didn't she? Oh, yeah. Was that with rotary cutter or scissors, though? No. No idea why you use scuba. Too heavy. It's too heavy. And boy, I think it's a sweaty fabric. Handy for mermaids. Yes, it was. It was fine when she was moving, because it had weight. I was accused of being picky when I expressed horror at the rope. Who said that, Deborah? Who said that to you? Even my husband winced when Claire turned a corner with a rotary cutter. Yeah, exactly. Oh, if he'd wired the hair with scuba, would have been all right. I still think it was too heavy. But also, I didn't like the two colours. There was something wrong with the yellow one underneath. It didn't look like it was right, did it? It would be boiling to wear, wouldn't it, scuba? Yeah, and why did he put a concealed zip into the scuba? I don't know. And it was about, you can't see, it was about that long, wasn't it? Oh, you think it was a cop-out, Karen? You think using scuba was a cop-out? I just think it was too heavy. Deborah. Well, stay here and chat with us. Don't chat with them. Bakery is lovely there too. Oh, what? In Holmfirth, is it? He used scuba to get stretched. Yeah, but there's other ways you could have done that. And how many times did Esme say, oh, well, I would have interfaced the waistband. I would have interfaced. Surely if you interface, right, when they make fabric with Pretty Savage, they take the weft strength into account so it doesn't stretch down. Who knows? Can you imagine sitting down in that scuba fabric? No. I only wear scuba dresses on evenings in the winter. Oh, do you, Claire? I wanted Mark to win the made to measure. Patrick said he cheated doing... No, you see, that's what... Anyway, that's interpretation, isn't it? Matt's wasn't fitted at all, was it? Well, would you use interfacing, though? Do you use interfacing on scuba? I don't know if you would, because you'd lose the stretch then, wouldn't you, to go around the waist? Anyway, then we went to Liz. Now, you see, I didn't really like Lizzie's, the red and the black, but they seemed to quite like it, didn't they? But again, how I haven't written down how well hers was fitted. So anyway, that was Liz's. But then I agree it was harsh. What are you talking about there, Ellen? Oh, Lucy. I thought you couldn't come in today, Lucy. I thought you were busy today, Lucy. Yes, exactly. He used scuba to try and be clever, like Nicole uses it to be clever with fabrics. It was unfortunate Mark's was different style to us. I know, but he interpreted the brief as a flamenco style dress. Did you know flamenco is Spanish for flamingo? Nobody really brought that up, did they? I just feel Mark could not have... Oh, I didn't read that bit. I know the skirt was beautiful. So now Claire. Claire chose that very weird blue fabric, like the curtain fabric, didn't she? Oh, you can get stretch interfacing, but will it have been there? Oh, Liz's didn't fit great. Okay, thank you. I couldn't remember. I haven't written it down. Oh, yeah, I have written it down. Too loose. I've written it down. It's not, I was going to say. Oh, you've just ordered some scuba, have you, Jessica? What have you ordered that for? What are you going to make? Liz had a gap at the top of the zip. She did. Liz's skirt didn't fit well, and it was gappy. Yeah, exactly. Now, Claire's fabric. But you see, because Claire... Hello, Lloyd. Shouldn't you be delivering? Mark's was the only one that fitted nicely. I know. It's ironic, isn't it, really? And how they... You see, this gets me every week. This is about the 6th or 7th week, isn't it, that they've had that same model. How can they not know the shape of their model by now? No, Mark didn't cheat. Mark didn't cheat at all. This was loose. Okay. So, Claire... I know. How can... None of them fitted very well. I don't understand... after 5 weeks and how they have to keep holding their patterns up against their model. They should know their model's bodies inside out by now, isn't it? She was rude about Claire's fabric, but you see, that's... It wasn't right, though. It wasn't right. The blue skirt, though, was supposed to have other layers underneath it, wasn't it? You see... Oh, you've made boxy tops with scuba. We'll have to ask Mark. Clive, do you know where Mark got his fabric from? Now, you've got to remember this was a year ago they filmed it, so it might not still be available. We'll find out for him. We can see if Clive knows where it was from. Oh, dear. Somebody says I'll keep freezing. I'm very pink because I've got... Look, I'll just show you again. I'm very pink because I've got the blind down, and it's a sari. It's a red and gold sari, which is making me look pink. I didn't like Claire's fabric that she chose, but had she got the net underneath it, and had she got the other colours underneath it, Mark did get harsh comments this week. Yes, Lou says she shouts at the telly. Claire's was loose as well. It was only Mark's that fitted properly, see? Sorry your friend went, see? Oh, somebody's been on... Who's been on Skype? Turpin's been on Skype to Singapore. It's her daughter's birthday. Mark's fitted lovely, but didn't like... They said he cheated. No, he didn't cheat. He didn't cheat at all. That's the awful thing. Mark's skirt was more flamenco than all the others. The dancers hold the skirt, then flick them around. Exactly. My hay fever is kicking in, isn't it weird? Clive, do you know where the fabric's from? Do you know where the fabric for Mark's skirt was from? They do, yes, Sue and Andrew, they do have the same models every week. Yeah? No, Claire's fitting wasn't good. The fabric was wrong, but it would have been interesting to see the other ones underneath. Yeah, but you see, sometimes simple isn't easy. Doesn't mean to say it's easy. Funny but blunt. It was a set of curtains for it with. Right, if Claire had had the layers in, I think it would have been nicer. Yes, exactly. I'll ask Mark about the fabric later. It was online somewhere. Yeah, they definitely have the same. Apart from when they had the boy models, it's the same model or the children, obviously. Mark should not have gone. Perhaps it appears he doesn't need you're hungry for it. Maybe. They do look. They do have their models' measurements and they've practiced. So why do they have to go on about changing the pattern? That's what I said, Penny. And it's the same model every week. The same model every week. If Claire put the net in, it would have been hideous. No, it might have worked, Christopher. I have to try to think of a costume that I made for Christopher now if there was any net in it. I like the waterfall edge on Mark's. Mark's skirt was perfect for summer. Exactly. If they say Mark cheated, then surely Nicole did too with her bias binding. Exactly. Audrey, what? Oh, you just arrived, Audrey. You forgot about me. There'll only be 2 more of these then, won't there? Because if it's the semi-final next week and then the final the week after. So, There's only 2 more of these. That's sad, isn't it? And there's no more Tuesday morning ones because I'm going back to work on Tuesday. So yes, so that was it. So what else have I got written down here? I think their marking was completely off this week. I can't remember Mark having a fitting problem. Shouldn't have gone. Exactly so. We'll love it that you've seen this. I know it's a terrible World Hughes cheated, isn't it? Because he didn't cheat at all. It's just the way that he... No, not just. I don't mean just. But he interpreted it. He interpreted the brief his way. So they should, if they didn't like it, they should have interpreted it incorrectly. But anyway, I'm going to miss these Thursday mornings as well. But we'll still have the Sunday one. Oh, no, we'll still do the Sunday one. The Tuesday one will be different because I'm going to be live on my show. This one will be gone in 2 weeks' time. But the Sunday one, we'll carry on with the Sunday one, don't they? Mark's skirt was the only one that was wearable. I think Mark's skirt did fit the brief. It was the nicest. Exactly. That was Karen. What we can do when the same bee finishes, we'll just have to all meet on a Sunday, won't we? Who will we bitch? We're not being bitchy, Lo. We're not being bitchy at all. Oh, so excited my bread maker's arrived. Oh, get you, Karen. I'm a basic sewer, but I get so annoyed at the mistakes they make. We'll probably need a new TV by the final, as I'm always shouting at it. We'll have to find something else to chat about. We will, won't we? Adapted, exactly. Well, it wasn't cheating. How could you get Garm of the Week when it wasn't finished? Exactly. Sonjar, exactly. The marking's inconsistent during the show. It certainly is. Stacey was really disappointed, look. Did anyone see the mouse? Someone mentioned it on Facebook. Ooh. Mark has been a consistent good sewist where some, like Matt, have been hit and miss. I love the skirt. What a great fit. Look. Oh, Mark, I love this, that you're saying so many lovely things. They wanted a flamenco inspired, and that's what we have to remember. Exactly. It was flamenco inspired. Why don't we talk about your Tuesday show on a Thursday morning? What, slag me off? Slag me off? I don't think so. Hello, Pam, my love. Thursday should be John Scott's coffee morning. Oh, maybe we should carry on. Maybe, and we could talk about what's happening in the world. Nothing political, obviously. Unusual for Claire not to get fabric correct. I know. Oh, no. Now, what was the music like last night? Because there should have been some flamenco music last night. I didn't hear it. I'm going to sneeze. Why don't you have skirt got... No, that skirt should not have got outfit of the week, right? Look, Julie, I don't normally wear skirts, but I'd wear Marks. See? I think you'll have to do an evening with John as we go into winter. Hang on, we haven't had summer yet. Mark has been good throughout. He should not have gone, says Hillary. I know. Oh, bitch is an endearing comment. Well, not everyone thinks that, though. Bit late, ladies and gentlemen. We're just finishing. Garment of the week with mistakes. Exactly. I don't understand it at all. If you don't finish your garment at this stage, yeah, exactly. I'm going to say, we're all exactly, Lucy. Excuse me while I blow my nose. I think they have their favourite, and that's who will win. Oh, there you go. Look, Clive's getting emotional about all the lovely things you're saying about Mark. I would wear Mark's skirt. Oh, look, Petra, I'd be too busy following Patrick round. Mark is going to do well. Oh, we're going to make sure that Mark does well out of this. Oh, I was on the phone to him yesterday. Hang on, in previous years, it's not always the best sewers that win. Oh, there you go. Mark's was lovely. Even my husband said he should have stayed. Maybe Mark can be on your new show. He will be, don't you worry. If we're allowed it. If we can afford him, he might be too expensive by then, won't he? My husband heard me shouting at the telly, especially when Mark went. Individual, yes, they do have, yeah, I agree, Doreen. Everyone has their own taste, but it's a sewing competition. Max Bygrave singing Tulips from Amsterdam was on at one point. Oh, God. Yeah, John Scott's coffee morning. Oh, maybe we'll do that then. Wouldn't want to dance in a flamenco in Scuba. Christopher's an old dancer, an old huffer, as they used to say in theatre. I always drink coffee from my John Scott mug when I watch you. I'm currently pattern cutting whilst watching. That's Claire. I would buy a top. Well, I did a one-man show, Dominique, many years ago. It's over there, the programme. I did a one-man show in London's West End. Sold out, whole month. Sold out, West End Theatre. Sold out for a whole month. Tell Mark it's not winning that counts in life. We love him. We wish him well. Oh, Clive, you've got to make sure he reads all of this. An unfinished garment should be marked higher than a finished one. Exactly, Sharon. It feels like winter. It does. It's a bit cold. It's a bit cold today. Garment of the week was definitely not the best. I love Mark's skirt, but it should have had a flash of facing. That's what I just said too. They should have had a flash of facing. But I think maybe wasn't the waterfall from the second layer that he put on, so he hadn't practiced that bit. I'm a jeans and t-shirt person, but I'd wear Mark's skirt and his jacket. Oh, no, I don't know what you said there. Mark was consistent, and I was shocked when he went. My last comment for today, I want Claire to win. She's so lovely and she's blossomed over the week. Oh, actually, last comment's it, Debs. Think Mark was so underrated. He's a fab maker, exactly. Patrick said at the start they expected everything to be perfect as the quarterfinals. Exactly. And then he went and voted for one with mistakes. How can they criticise Mark's skirts when they ask for an inspired skirt? Exactly. Mark has style. Mark has style. You see that through the clothes he wears. Yeah, exactly. The zip in the scuba was rubbish. The wrong person left Diana, I agree. Mark's skirt was just thing I'd wear, says Jax. They gave Nicole out for the week last week with so many sewings. Exactly. They've got to be really careful, haven't they? Because they'll lose their credibility if they keep... Well, they've only got 2 more to go, haven't they? Mark's seen such a lovely, gentle soul. June, he is. He's adorable. Once a week is not enough for us, John. No, maybe we'll carry on with the coffee morning then. Mark will be busy making us all skirts when we can put in our orders. Well, I don't think you're allowed to put in an order yet. I think you can let him know. Clive, what's his Facebook and his Instagram thing? Can you put that on so people, if they want to follow him, can follow him? Mark should have stayed. His skirt was great. And yes, when Sewing Bee is finished, we should have John Scott's coffee morning. We will. Love the jacket Mark wore. Yeah, he always looks so smart, doesn't he? It's funny, when I wish we could have a viewer vote off. Oh, hang on, look, there's loads of messages I'm missing out now. Mark's inventive fit. Mark should have stayed. What is the topic for next week? I didn't watch it to the end because I switched off. You can tell it's a real sew when they wear their own clothes. Exactly. Mark, you were adorable and should be extremely proud of yourself. Look, if I had my sewing shop open, we'd all be making Mark's skirt. It was fabulous. That's Jean. Jean's still got things for sale, though, online. And she on Instagram. Jean, what's your Instagram? Claire has been best right from the start. Invite Marcus and saying, I will. Don't you worry, Penny, but I can't invite him till the series is finished. Please don't have Nicole on your show. Mr. Bitfo from the hairdresser. Hairdressers, Christine. Hairdressers. There'll be a queue a mile long, won't they? Marcus, true stylist. Garments reflect his personality. Bye, Michelle. Yeah, we all need to follow him up. Hang on. I don't know if Clive's put it up yet. Check out the fold line. They have the details of all the patterns used in the measuring channel. Oh, there you go. Oh, so Mark's pattern will be in there. I'll miss Mark, says Ema. Yeah, I think the general consensus opinion is that Mark shouldn't have gone. Oh, hang on. It's Hollywood. Claire should walk it. Oh, it's is it movie week next week? Oh, Hollywood. Oh, I see. There you go. Look, www.sewmarkfrancis.com. And his socials are @SewMarkFrancis. There you go. Mark's got nice ears too. Oh, I haven't really noticed his ears. I have to find out. Christine loved his skirt. Not surprised. Esme was weeping. She lost a wee gent. Exactly. Mark should have been in the final, but he won't be, I'm afraid. Mark was calm and professional about what he was doing. I know. Hollywood next week. Oh, he would have loved Hollywood week as well. Gutted that Mark has gone. There you go. There's his status again, Clive. Written it again. @SewMarkFrancis or www.sewmarkfrancis.com. Did someone mention hairdressers? All right, Clive. And there's Jean's Gold Stitch Sew Cafe Durham. It's on Instagram. Clive, how many times are you putting it up? Yeah, theme. Oh, next week's clothes from the movies. That's what me and Dulcie. Well, I used to. Dulcie still does. All right, Clive. Thank you. That's 10 times now. Thank you. Oh, Charleston dresses. Who's put unkind comments, Diane? Diane, who's put unkind comments? Nobody. We don't allow unkind comments on here. Mark's Instagram is great. He's such a stylish gentleman. Yeah, nice ears, Clive. We'll have to go and have a look. Well, you'll know. Obviously, you're married to him, but I'll have to go and have a look. Following Mark, lovely man who replies to my comments, bless him. Ah. Oh, now Clive's in bits. Clive's in bits now because you're all being so lovely. I think Matt couldn't believe he'd gone through. No, exactly. Well, no one else could either. Maybe Esme knew the wrong person was going. That's why she cried. Yeah, exactly. Karen, it's not a new one. It's the old one that I was doing before lockdown. It's on Crafters TV, which is Create and Craft. And it's the John Scott Sewing World, Tuesday at 9 o'clock. Tuesday at 9 o'clock. Clive, give Mark a big hug from all of us, says Christopher. Esme realised she dropped a clanger, voting Mark off. Exactly. Looking forward to next week. Right, okay. So anything else you want to say before we go? O&P Silver jumping on it. Don't know what that means. I've got some big news as well about a magazine, which I'll tell you about on Sunday. Mark is such a gentleman. He is indeed. You should see, when I go for Clive, give Mark a hug, right? When I go to Kenilworth to have coffee with Mark and Clive, right? Mark looks like Doctor Who. Always stylish, always looks amazing. And then Clive is very colourful. Well, you'll see him. You'll see him on the Instagram. You'll see him, he's very colourful. The two of them cut a swathe on Kenilworth High Street, I tell you. Bring back Mayo yourself. Oh, I prefer to do the after show. Doreen, I don't know. I was hoping to make Perry this Sunday, but Perry hasn't arrived, so I don't quite know what I'm going to be making this. I don't know what I'm going to be sewing this Sunday, but I will tell you about my magazine deal on Sunday. Oh. Anyway, I'll go now. Exactly. Going to miss Mark's voice too. Lovely catch up. Now I've taken my pills. Already. I haven't taken the inhaler thing or the eye drops just yet. Oh, Paulie says I've frozen. Very colourful. He is that. Are you Lucy as well? Because Lucy is his auntie. I wonder if Lucy is all very colourful and flamboyant as well. Has anyone entered for next series? Yes, we saw somebody earlier. Who was it? Claire, who makes things. She's applied for it. Oh, look. Doreen's had a gander. Handsome couple. Yeah, you just have to watch it when Clive starts taking his top off. That's what you have to worry about. I'm sure you'll be fine. Right, oh, Deborah's making dolls. Yeah, don't forget my friend. If you can, make Francesca dolls for me. Or face masks for your family, obviously. That's important. But the information for the therapy dolls is on my website, www.johnscottsewingworld.com. Mark's absolutely lovely. Look, see? Yes, Lo, I have. Came through yesterday. Right, okay, I've got to go. Oh, yes, Rosemary, look out for him. They go to that little coffee shop. You know the one that used to be a bank on the corner? Excuse me, the one that used to be a bank on the corner. I can't remember what it's called. It's an independent coffee shop. And they do nice cakes and things like that. Right, let's go. It's time for... Who normally comes on at 11 on a Thursday? Is it Jules does 11 on Thursday? Oh, Lucy's not colourful, just eclectic. Right, see you all Sunday, 11 o'clock. Oh, hang on, it's not Claire who makes things. She's not applying. Who said? I thought it was you said you were applying earlier. I will see you on Sunday at 11. No idea if we're going to make anything. Not sure anyway. Anyway, take care. Lots of love. And I will... Carol, I don't know what we're making on Sunday because I hoped that Perry would be here. So I was going to make Perry, but... Jack's now have you seen Jack's at the clothes? I've done clothes patterns as well now. They're on there as well. Yes, stay safe, everybody. The pleasure was all mine, Vanessa. Got the clothes pattern for the dolls. Been making some more this week. Oh, Gerardine. Gerardine hated doing the dolls' clothes. The face I stitched yesterday on the therapy doll. You don't have to... Coffee on the Corner, it's called. Coffee on the Corner. Little shout out for there. Don't forget Jan and Alison in St Helens, saying hello to them again today. And... was there another shout? I'm sure there was another shout out I was supposed to do. Anyway, we'll do it on Sunday. It was the other Claire. It's another Claire that's applied. Right. I'm going. I shall see you on Sunday at 11 o'clock. There might not be any sewing, but we'll see. We'll see when we get there. Take care. Thanks for watching.